Well, the trap was set when Georgia police officer Jacob Kersey made a comment on social media about God-ordained natural marriage between one man and one woman. It was a brave thing to do in today's woke, anti-Christian, politically correct cancel culture. Rather than deny his faith, he resigned from his job after he was threatened to be fired. And this 19-year-old says he is now determined to fight for free speech and defend others being forced to hide their beliefs or suffer consequences. I'm David Fiorazzo, and this is Christ and Culture. Religious liberty law firm First Liberty is defending Jacob Kersey, now a former Port Wentworth police officer, and sent a demand letter to the city government asking them to apologize to Kersey for violating his First Amendment rights. So, what happened? Kersey's supervisor told him the department received an anonymous complaint about his social media post when he was off duty January 2nd. Did you get that? He wasn't even on the job. Kersey posted a paraphrase of Ephesians chapter 5 on his personal Facebook page. God designed marriage. Marriage refers to Christ and the church. That's why there's no such thing as homosexual marriage, end quote. He was then threatened in an official letter that any future comments on social media would harm Kersey's ability to do his job in a, quote, fair and equitable manner, and he would be unable to perform his duties. What does that mean? Unable to do his job because of his Christian worldview? Well, Police Major Bradwick Sherrod declared that Kersey offended protected classes by talking about his beliefs and that his objectivity was in question. The letter also warned that Kersey was unlikely to be able to carry out his duties to protect and serve the city's homosexuals and lesbians. There it is. Even though they admitted he hadn't violated any department policy, Kersey realized he was cornered, targeted, and he decided to quit his job rather than cave. Now, Kersey wants other Christians to be encouraged and protected from discrimination and said that they shouldn't allow themselves to be silenced by people who have no respect for the First Amendment and no respect for the Word of God. He said if people are afraid to express their faith publicly, you are not truly free, and added this: there's no doubt in my mind that if the city is allowed to sweep this ludicrous incident under the rug, this will happen to another officer. Now, First Liberty is, quote, keeping all our options open while it awaits a response to its letter, and the law firm wants to help the city of Port Wentworth understand its obligation to the U.S. Constitution. Jacob Kersey is concerned about others being told at their jobs that their faith is hate speech. Why? Because basic biblical teachings are not only offensive today to a godless culture, but deemed hateful and intolerant. He added that, quote, we've already arrived there, and this is going to spread if people don't stand against it. Realizing the fact that we have brothers and sisters around the world suffering severe persecution and being killed even, this mature young man is not comparing his situation to Christian martyrs, but he did challenge other believers and asked, if we aren't willing to stand for truth in the workplace, do we think we would confess our faith when persecution increases? In Matthew chapter 10, 32 and 33, Jesus said this: therefore, whoever confesses me before men, I will also confess him before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, him I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven. Great reminder. Now, if you are ever faced with the opportunity to take a stand in this pivotal moment in our culture, remember, God has you here for such a time as this. Your voice and your faith will inspire others. Now, you may be wondering, by the way, about Jacob Kersey's career. Apparently, police departments from different places in the country have been contacting him about coming to work for them. Well done, young man. Pray for him and for countless others who have gone through similar situations when their religious freedom was threatened. God bless you, and keep speaking the truth about things that matter.